Greetings there in YouTube land. This is another rendition of Show and Tell with Jeff Elliott. And today is Thursday evening, June 30th, around 6:30. And today, I'm not just going to show you one or two particular guns in general. I'm going to show you a plethora of guns, a nice little small collection of guns. I've got more collected, but I've got just a few right here. There's a topic that's going around. What kind of guns would you use in an in-home defense scenario? And I'm going to pull out a few that I would use if need be. I asked a question at work, and boss man said he'd grab the very first thing. If anybody was about to break in his home, he'd grab the first gun that he could get his hands on. And that's not a bad answer. That's a very good answer, you know. But I've got a few here that these guns here will definitely do the trick in an in-home scenario, of home defense scenario. You can defend your family not just with a gun. You can defend your family with a knife. But firearm guns, any of them from a .22 caliber on up can do the job. If you got someone breaking into your home and you want to defend yourself and your family and your loved ones, any firearm will do. The scenario would be a tactical defense distance would be in defending your life and your family would be out to close range, from point blank range out to about 25 feet. And if you couldn't kill, if anyone who doesn't know, with anyone who does know their way around firearms, couldn't kill a criminal breaking into your home out to 25 feet, well, then you just don't need to own a gun. You just simply need a whole lot more practice. But anybody that knows the way around firearms can defend easily, rather handily defend themselves, their family, and their loved ones out to 25 feet from point blank range, out to 25 feet. It shouldn't be no reason why they couldn't defend themselves. I'm going to pull out, I'm going to try to get this crammed into like 17 minutes or less. I'm going to pull out a plethora of guns here. I'm going to start out with the good old .22 here. We all know the .22. This is the Ruger SP 101 22 long rifle. Shoots 22 long rifle. 22 longs and 22 shorts. A little small. Everybody knows what these little bullets, these little projectiles, these little small 22s. They getting more expensive now. They going up in value, but you can get them, and you can have a full day of plinking and getting good and accurate at the range. And this right here, this Ruger is just built like a tank. It's tough as nails. And right now I've got it empty, but this would make a great firearm also in home. One-handed, two-handed, a great weapon. Stainless steel version, 4-inch barrel. A great weapon to start out with for the wife or the young ladies in the home. Be a great weapon right here to use for home defense. Now we'll put that aside. That's the little .22. Even right down to the very old little RG. What about Rome RG-10? This was my papa's little .22 short. Shoots just the .22 short caliber, and I don't need to pull one of those out because I got to cram quite a bit here in this video. But that's a nice little .22 short revolver. That Ruger is a .22 revolver. It's not a pistol. It's a .22 revolver with a 4-inch barrel. And this is a little short. Rome RG-10, .22 short. Nice little revolver. That was my papa's. That's passed down to me. Next in line will probably be the, I'm going with all the handguns first. Well, we got a great big hand cannon here. This is the Smith & Wesson. 629, Smith & Wesson model 629, 44 caliber, 44 Magnum. That's what she shoots, or 44 Special. But I don't shoot 44 Special. I shoot 44 Magnums. So this is what Dirty Harry used. Inspector Callahan, and it moves Dirty Harry. Of course, this is 8 3/8 inch barrel version stainless steel. Got a custom finish, metalloy finish put on it, and this is 8 3/8 inch barrel model. Adjustable sights. You got the firing pin on the hammer. So that's quite cool. It's kind of like overkill, you know. It uses the great big 44 Magnum bullet caliber there. So that's can be used in home defense as well. All these weapons can be used in home defense scenarios. We're gonna go right down to the. If you had to grab it, this is one of my favorites. If you had to grab it and you had it nearby, go ahead and just grab the good old beautiful cowboy Colt 45. It's just nice. Colt 45. So she puts out some nice rounds too. That's a good sized bullet. You know, in home scenario, self defense, home defense weapons within 25 feet. Any caliber will do the trick to knock out your assailant, to get them running. So that's the 45 Colt. So it's a single action. You have to cock it back before you can fire. You have to cock it back. So I wouldn't want to use this weapon right here, but if you had to grab, like my boss man said at work, grab the first thing you can grab, the quickest thing that you can grab to go for it, to take out the perpetrators that's breaking into your home. What I would really use, its closest weapon, that's the firearm that's going to be closest to me, is going to be my Walther P99. This is what I would grab first. Personally, this is what I would grab first. It'd be in a drawer next to me, close where I can get it, and have access to it within 10 seconds or less. I got the light on it. Got the green laser light there, and it's just good to go. You got a magazine with 15, 17 rounds, you know, or more magazines. So that right there, my friends, is good to go right there. I would grab this very first thing to defend myself and my family. It's easy touch, on, off, laser light there. That would be my zombie shit hits the fan scenario. That'd be my weapon, go-to weapon right there to support to defend myself and my family. Next, you can always use long guns. That's just handguns. I'm a handgun, you know, collector, handgun fanatic. I love handguns, but I also have some long guns. Yeah, I mean, you can even grab this hunk of steel, the Winchester, Garand 30-06 shoots these in block clips, 8 rounds of 30-06. So yeah, you could use that. This wouldn't be the first thing I would grab. Like I say, I would grab the 9mm first. But yeah, I mean, yeah, if you grab this, yeah, you could definitely use this too. But wow, I wouldn't grab this hunk of steel. This thing weighs about almost 10 pounds, so I wouldn't grab that first. But that's really nice. That's Garand, back in 1942 version of Winchester there produced. So yeah, like I say, you can grab any gun for in-home defense, you know, scenario, defending your family. Hey, you have the good old there Remington 870 pump shotgun. That's a good maneuvering and not too heavy, about 7 pounds or a little bit less. Good maneuvering, 21-inch barrel, orange, bright red fiber optic front sight, and it holds like 4 rounds, 5 rounds. Yeah, that would be a great scenario home defense weapon right there. And if you got wives or lady friend, teenager lady friends, you can always grab. This is the easiest thing to grab. If you got it sitting in the corner of your home or your bedroom, you can, got it loaded. It's a 12 gauge single shot shotgun. She's loaded. Got one in there. So she's loaded. Easy breakdown. Got the fiber optic green front sight there, and it's you have to cock it back to fire. It's real easy, real simple. That's a go-to self-defense, home defense scenario weapon right there. That's really cool. I would go to that probably second weapon of choice to go to after the 9mm. I would go to that weapon right there. Exactly. And if last but not least, you can always try to scare them. If one of the kids, if you got kids, they can grab the old M16, and that might put a little bit of fear in the perpetrator, the criminals outside the door trying to break in. That was one of my old toy rifles, right there, M16 right there. You won't hurt anybody with it because they don't fire real ammo, but that would. Maybe you got kids, they could pull that out the corner, and if they wake up and go to squeezing that off, But there you have it. That's some good, a good plethora of choices of firearms, sidearms, handguns, long guns. But my very first choice would be that 9mm because it'd be the first thing that I would grab because it'd be the closest to me. Off the subject a little bit of home defense now, off the subject of home defense. What's the big fascination? Why is it, and what is the big fascination of guns? Guns. What's the big fascination? What's the allure from the male factor, the human male? What's the main attraction to firearms? That's a good question. So all you folks in YouTube land that watches this video, if you want to subscribe, it's great. If you hate it, that's okay too. If you don't want to like it, that's okay too. But I want to hear from my friends that I work with, or just anybody in YouTube land. What's the big fascination? What's the big attraction from the human male factor? What's the big attraction to firearms? Is it is the attraction that they hold these projectiles and you load them up and you cock them and you pull the trigger and boom, it makes a boom. And whatever you're aiming at, it's going to destroy. Is that the attraction? To me, that's a nice attraction. But to me, the real attraction for me is not that they go boom and not that they hit their target, which that's great, but they're tools. They're an art form. I look at these weapons as an art form, and that's what attracts me. That's what I like to collect guns for, because they are a form of art. They are beautiful. They're not meant to be destroyed. They're manufactured for reasons. These weapons, these firearms, are manufactured for reasons. Number one reason, to protect. Out on the home front, our armed forces use these weapons just like these, some of them, these 9mm. In World War I, World War II, they used this Garand to serve and to protect our liberties, our freedoms, and our people abroad, our servicemen abroad. The real version of the M16 during the Vietnam War. This right here, a real weapon of the M16, fired the .223 caliber, which is also known as 5.56 NATO. But these weapons were used to defend our armed services and abroad and all back in the day, 1969 or so there. But what is it about these weapons? Any kind of weapons. I would love to collect some more, like the double barrel shotguns, coach guns. I want to collect a couple of those if I don't die before. But and I have more guns. It's just a few here. But what is it about? What is the allure? What is the allure? For me, it's the collecting because they are an art form. And yes, it's fun to get out on the back 40. They are a lot of fun to get out on the back 40, go to an indoor range, an outdoor range, and load them up safely and be sure of your target. And just getting out there and plinking and having a lot of fun with the family and friends and other relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, whatever. Just get out there and have a lot of fun and be safe. But be sure and question me, or be sure and comment what it is about firearms what is the allure that firearms are to the male factor, the male human. And as always, just stay safe, have fun, get out there and shoot and have fun and be safe. I'm signing out. Thank you. Jeff Elliott.